All right, hello everyone. It is day number 453 complete. Hi there, I'm the Pathwalker. I upload daily videos on how my day goes. Did I do everything I wanted to do? Did I miss out on some things? What went well, what went bad? How do we make tomorrow better? The whole spiel. Okay, unfortunately, this is another late video and I didn't do what I wanted to do yesterday, but let's talk about what happened because we actually managed to do something that I'm quite proud of. So last night, as we all know, I went to sleep late. I slept at around, I don't remember, 5:30 to 6 a.m. I don't quite remember. I only slept like 4 hours and a half to 5 hours. We woke up at about 10:45, so we were able to do that. We went to church, and we didn't shower. We didn't do the procrastination video. We didn't do the September 2023 review video, and we didn't have a meal at the end of our day. But we did manage to successfully avoid pornography. Um, the problem, it's 1 a.m. when I would have liked to have been going to sleep an hour and a half ago. This isn't bad, especially because I know I'm going to be going to sleep immediately. But I didn't sleep enough, so I'm not going to be as well rested as I could. But 7 hours and a half to me, or close to 7 hours and a half, is improvement. Uh, and going forward, I feel okay. The only real issue of today was two things. Well, one, I ended up not doing what I said yesterday, which was if, you know, to essentially record my video before I stream, but I was late for my stream and it bothered me, so I just decided to stream. And also after streaming, I ended up kind of like doing nothing for an hour and a half. I was on my phone because I was tired, which was similar to what happened yesterday. Um, so yeah, So here's the breakdown. We went to church. We ate at church. We had a big meal at church. We ended up staying longer than we planned on, and I'll explain why, what happened there. We walked the dog still. We streamed, and then we wrote to our schedule. The stream actually went well. I'm very happy that I ended when I ended. Just unfortunately, I ended up staying a little bit more awake because I didn't upload the video, and it just bothered me. The plan for tomorrow is we're gonna wake up 8:30, shower, have a smoothie, have a great work day. First day at work where I'm really like gonna be doing things as a coach for my role. And during our break, we're gonna walk the dog. I have a telephone company to call, and we're gonna do the stair run. We're gonna try to at least. If I don't, I'm okay with that. And we're gonna have a small meal, work, procrastination video, September 23 video, even though I wanted them to be done today and I really did. I'll explain why I couldn't. And have a meal, and I should go to sleep by 10 p.m. I'm saying 10 p.m. like super early because um, I really want to sleep as much as I need and completely get my sleep back to where it needs to be. So that's what needs to happen here. For the goal viewer, sleep, we're just going to leave it there for now again because the late sleep, even though we woke up well, I don't feel like improving it. Nutrition, fitness, main job, YouTube, Twitch, that's all fine and dandy. Family, we could keep there. Friends, we keep there. And romantic is actually going to get bumped up to a yellow. Yes, I skipped like at least two colors there. Um, Everything else here can stay just about where it is. That's fine. So why did romantic go up? Matter of fact, romantic almost you could argue could go to green, but let's slow down a little bit. So what happened? Well, I went to church. My parents invited me over. They knew there was a girl my age that was going to be there that I kind of saw months ago, and they offered, and I didn't, I'm not just going to church just for that, but I'm not gonna lie, that was like the main, I think, thing that made me make sure that I went or just give it a shot. I want to take opportunities when they're presented to me. That's kind of like, I think, the main reason I did it. Um, and so I went and had church, and then after church there was going to be like a baptism, and I thought I wasn't going to stay for that because I I was um I was very tired. I thought, man, I have this stream I need to do. I have these videos I want to do. I want to go home, sleep for 3 hours because I'm so tired, and then do this. So what did I do instead? Well, firstly, probably the biggest thing that I was proud of was the fact that church was over, people were kind of chilling, and I don't know, people were there here and there, and I saw this girl, and she was initially with some people, and then at one point she was kind of sitting by herself, and I ended up thinking I was kind of on the side with my family, and I thought, there's an opportunity, why don't you go talk to her? And I had a massive amount of anxiety. But I kept thinking like, oh, it's gonna look awkward, it's gonna be awkward. But I ended up just breathing in for 7 seconds, holding it for 7 seconds, breathing out for 7 seconds, and I decided to stand up and I just decided to go and talk to her and I said hi. And to me, that is the biggest thing that I did. Um, Even though I didn't like explicitly make any romantic, I didn't say anything, I didn't, I didn't compliment her looks or anything like that. But I ended up actually walking and approaching her in that sense, and I really like that I did that. I know a lot of people probably think it's not that big of a deal and like why am I making a big deal of this? I know that I was very anxious about doing that, and to me it meant a lot to overcome that. This is a personal challenge of mine that I have. Um, I haven't really been in a significant relationship in my life yet. I think there's multiple reasons for that, but part of it is I just have a lot of anxiety when it comes to it. I hate the idea of messing up. I had some negative experiences in the past that just, I don't know. So I was really happy that I actually did this. I talked to her a bit. Turns out she actually does some outdoor activities, including rock climbing. I thought, hey, why don't we go rock climbing at some point? And she said, yeah, in a few weeks, I might be able to do that. And then what happened was I was gonna leave, but then um, and I was gonna take my stepbrother with me, and then my stepmom said, "Did you speak with her?" I was like, "Yeah, we were thinking of going rock climbing." She goes, "Did you get her number?" And I was like, "Oh no, I didn't." And I don't know, I just didn't think of it at the time. So I thought, crap. Well, that's a good point. How is this gonna happen? But anyways, I still thought I was, oh, I'm tired. Let me just go home and sleep 3 hours. And so I got my stepbrother because he wanted to go home too. We walked to my car. We were in my car, and as I'm there, I was thinking to myself, even though I already committed, we're walking to my car. I thought to myself, and I said, what would I rather regret? Would I regret staying here at church instead of going home to sleep 3 hours? Or would I regret going home to sleep 3 hours and not having stayed here where something potentially could have happened? And I realized 100%, bar none, I would much rather have regretted, I much more regretted just going home at that point instead of doing this and always potentially thinking, man, I should have gone or I should have gone. That's probably the biggest motivating factor that got me to saying to my stepbrother, hey man, sorry, I know I said we were going to go, let's go back. And I went back. And I stood there for the baptism. There was like a dinner after, and I kind of stood next to her. I talked to her more, got to know her a little bit more, and I finally, in the end, I got her number as I was like leaving, and yeah, just exchanged texts, and maybe in a few weeks, who knows, maybe we'll be able to rock climb. Part of me also was thinking, I don't know, I don't know. I feel like I'm so bad sometimes. Like I feel like if I was observing two other people, like a man and a woman, like observing how they're interacting, I'll be able to pick up just by looking at them. But when I'm in the moment and it's me and a woman, I feel like I am so bad at reading signals. I don't know if I was annoying to her. I don't know if I was, you know, I don't know if she could tell that I was trying Sorry, my headset died there. So I don't know. I don't know if she could tell that I was kind of trying to make conversation or try to do something, and she was off put by it. I don't know if she enjoyed me being there. I don't know. She wasn't like too reactive, but maybe she's like me, and I'm also a little bit strange in the way that I operate. I don't know. All I know is she's my age. I know she's, single. Um, and I think she looks cute. And I don't necessarily think that something has to happen between us or something will happen or anything like that. But I think this is definitely a step in the right direction for me to actually getting out of my comfort zone in terms of actually approaching someone and actually trying to do something and try to put myself in a vulnerable situation. And that's, I think, what I always laughed at the idea of being vulnerable, but that really is what it is that I'm afraid of. I really don't like the idea of like approaching somebody or trying to make a move or something and then however it goes, it could go many different ways and depending on how that goes and depending on how they respond, if I feel like I either one, if I feel like I messed up or if I just feel like they're not into me, I take that very harshly on myself. I have feelings like there's something wrong with me. And I know, and trust me, I've spoken to people before, and maybe people feel like already saying like, no, don't think that way. Like people are different. I know it's like it's not about who's better or who's whatever. It's are you the right people for each other instead of thinking about it like, or you're not good enough or something like that. But that's something that I've struggled with, I think, ever since I was a kid. I talked to my therapist about this kind of stuff. And yeah, that's why this is an area in life where I feel like, it's something that I struggle with. But I feel like also I'm 28 and I've mentioned this before, I'm not getting younger. Like the older I get without trying to do anything, the worse this whole thing's going to get. So maybe it's going to be painful. Maybe there's going to be some awkward experiences that I'm going to have, but I gotta go through it now. If I don't go through it now, it's never gonna happen, or it's gonna happen in weird ways, or I don't know. So I'm very happy that I ended up making that active decision to feel that anxiety and still end up approaching to say hi, get to know each other, deciding to stay longer for, instead of sleeping and actually talking to her and getting her number. And I'm texting her, and already I'm like, I can feel my anxiety because I have a lot of anxiety when it comes to texting. Um, I think I said like, hey, it's me. Um, and then, she replied saying, nice chatting with you. And I said, same, down to chat anytime. Let me know when you're good to go climbing. Hope your elbow heals quick because she had an injury. I don't know. I already start thinking, oh, that was a longer message. Should I have used an exclamation mark? And I hate it. I hate like I really don't like this kind of stuff. I hate having to think this way, and I get worried about like not being myself because I feel like sometimes in the past things haven't worked out because it gets so bogged into worrying about what the other person's going to think that I can't fully be myself. And yeah, but anyways, I think eventually regardless of what happens with this person or maybe somebody else, I think this is my first real step in the right direction. Um, and the more I do this, the more comfortable I will get, the better I will get at it. Um, and if I'm not able to, properly be myself now, let me be myself uh, later. But I don't know. I still feel like I was kind of myself, to be honest, when I was talking. I wasn't as. I think sometimes I can be a little bit goofy or jokey, I did feel a little bit of anxiety, but I ended up feeling okay. I still feel like I talked. Maybe I could have been funnier or said something, but I did what I did. I think this is a big problem I have that doesn't just apply to my romantic life, it applies to a lot of things in life. I have a very big thing about these high standards I hold myself to, and like with work especially. Like right now, I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself for this new position. I really, really want to do well like right away, but I'll see. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. I really have to go to bed, obviously, because got to wake up in a little over 7 hours and have an important day tomorrow. So that's where I'm at. Um, I'm happy that tomorrow I've really like cleared everything off. I'm not doing anything extra. It's just going to be the procrastination video, the September 2023 review video, finally, and then we're going to go to bed by 10 p.m. That's it. That's all that I have planned for tomorrow. Um, with that said, thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.